This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a crease. It's locked. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They go to the ground. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Carr. The quick out. He's loose. Oh, a lot of space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Running back searching for a hole. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
The Gators come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Pulls and fired complete. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden...
Looking deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On the ground, it's locked. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. The give to the back. Creates a little room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. They'll try to get outside. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Illinois answered the bell away from Champaign today with an impressive victory. The Fighting Illini knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on first down. Forced out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Ready to fire from the pistol. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Pulls it in, it's Clark. There he goes! And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Takes a handoff. It's Clark. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Yeah, and I love the timing routes. A nice curl route, great throw, and then catch the ball, get north-south, and get some good yards after the catch.
The Gators have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Jackson.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got it on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets it out fast. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
The give to the tailback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll go to the ground. Finds a little bit of room. Picks up 4 out to the 13.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Carr. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Here's the pressure. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes! just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
We were at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off play action. He caught it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
The line of scrimmage to 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Troy. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Defense playing a bail technique. Back to pass, it's Carr. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Under fire. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Defense not showing press coverage. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Right on target this time. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
And first down for the offense.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's Lagway. With the catch, it's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor. Confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air, it's Carr. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pulls it in. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Toss to the outside. The stop it. He'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to pass, it's Carr. Makes the grab. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Pauly. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
The give on the option. Wide open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Notre Dame! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to UNLV. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We've talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Quarterback may change this route. Scanning the field, it's Flagway. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's caught downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Gets away from 1. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Gators want to crank the tempo.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Bringing the heat. This time on target. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Quarterback making adjustments. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he's got it! Touchdown, Florida! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Payne. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Give to the running back. It's a seam wide open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Right back to the well.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Got it in the middle. It's Pauly. Lots of running room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football. They're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Got the quick pass. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
second down. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Pulls and fires complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. To the air, it's Carr. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field, you've given up a lot of yards on this drive, but if they go for this here on fourth down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play. That's got to give you some confidence.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's a heat. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Kearney on the Jets. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. And the Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Sure hands. It's Jackson.
Man, is that good situational football. Understanding what they're trying to do. They're trying to get it to their speedster. I got to come up. I got to get him on the ground. Nice execution by this defense, and they're going to need more of it. Late in the football game, who's going to win this battle?
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Looking for an open area to his left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Might be changing the route. Going up top again. Pocket breaking down. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On the run, fires downfield. Complete downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Back to throw, it's Lagway. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time, right? Now it's coming up on third down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the 4th quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.